Hello all. I'm going to do round 2 of the ghost walk, the midnight ghost walk up at Balgay Bridge. It's just so that you know where it is, if you never saw my first video. Balgay Bridge is in Balgay Park, Balgay Hill. It separates, or it should say, it connects the Balgay Cemetery side of the hill to the Balgay Hill side, with the Mills Observatory on the top. It's just a footbridge, an old 18th century footbridge. I've done a video on that as well, explaining about the bridge in the daylight. However, later on that night, on that same night, at midnight, I came here to do a walk across the bridge. It's just that legend had it that it's supposed to be haunted by the White Lady who died either by, if it was they jumped off or fell off or whatever. It was an old legendary story that the White Lady ghost, that the bridge is haunted by that. So I went up with the infrared camera to try and see if I could see it. Ghost hunting. Now, when on my own, it was absolutely terrifying. So the last time I only went as far as just crossing the bridge and coming back again, and that was enough. This time I'm going to cross the bridge and go right up to the Mills Observatory. And that building's scary just at the best of times. Never mind in the middle of the night in the pitch dark. So I might see a UFO or an alien or something, I don't know. But I'll show you the time actually. I'll turn the camera around on the phone just before we go. I'll show you the clock on the car. It's after midnight. To get to Balgay, to where I am actually, in Balgay Hill, if you drive up by Ancram Road and come off at Glams Road and come through the entrance at the Glams Road entrance, and you would get to the footbridge by, you would just drive up to as far as the yellow barriers. You would park there, and about 200 metres or so along the road you'll be walking under the bridge, but to get to it there's paths and trails that lead up to it. So I'm going to go on one of them and I'll film the whole lot right to the top where Mills Observatory is and back down again to the car, and I might see if I could see anything. But it's pretty scary stuff. I used to do when I was a kid in the 80s, friends and that, we used to go and do all these things. We used to hear these noises and we would just run like anything. I was a fast runner back then and I ran like anything. So anyway, I'll show you the time on the camera phone, then I'll get the camcorder out and I'll start walking through it. Okay. So there's the time. It's 20 past midnight. So it's obviously now Tuesday, the 25th of August, at 20 past midnight. So, and then heading up, you can see the yellow barrier, and the bridge is just ahead of that by maybe 100 metres actually, right at the top, crosses over that road. So, here goes. Wish me luck. Right, this is at the car now. I've got my other torch. It's not much better than the first one actually. I was hoping to be a wee bit brighter, although I'm carrying the second one with me. Right, what I'll do is I'll get this in infrared. So, right. I'm actually scared already. It's one of these nights where it's, where it's quiet. There's no wind or anything. You can hear a pin drop. These are the worst nights because it's when the imagination starts running wild, and I haven't even started yet. Right. Gosh, you can see the gravestones and everything. Like, whoa. Right, now. The last time I done this I just walked up the embankment just to save a bit of time, but I'm not doing it. It was too muddy, so this time I'm just taking one of the trails up to the bridge. Terrifying. this is a good thing because makes you respect the dark. So it must be about midnight now. It's the 25th of August 2020, obviously. Well, not obviously, but not kidding you. I'm actually scared. I really am. I must be mad doing this. Right, at the bridge. Right. So as I say, I've done a video before. On what day was it? Tuesday it was. No, it was Thursday, sorry, Thursday. Thursday last week I'd done this, I'd done 2 videos. I'd done one during the day about the bridge and I'd done one at night. Now, I'll put this on colour so you get the colour of the bridge. Right, so that's the blue railings. Right, I'll put this back on infrared now. Right, just 1 minute. That's better. I was just switching the cameras, the colour mode. So I'll put this back on colour. So this is the centre of the bridge. Right. Now, I'm not joking you, I'm blooming scared. My heart is pumping through my chest, my adrenaline's up. It's pitch dark, I know my own, it's very quiet. And you could hear a pin drop, and that's how scary it is. I keep thinking I hear stuff behind me, but I didn't want to start thinking like that, or else I would just spook myself. Now, there's 2 routes up to the Mills Observatory. There's this one here that goes up on the left. What the? Oh, it's birds. Or bats. Good grief, right. Now, the last time I was here, I walked to this bridge end and I walked back again. Now this time I'm going to go up to the observatory. So, it's all surrounded by trees. It's a steep climb. I've got my torch here, so I'm not going to trip. But I kid you not, I'm not exaggerating. This is blooming scary. Oh, it's just leaves and it's just keys dangling in my pocket. If you want a midnight thrill, then this is the way to do it. Some strange trees. I've done a video on that. I can see a bat. That was a bat. Right. Bloody heck. you can see the shadows of the torch. You know, when the torch moves, you get the shadows of the branches and that. Well, here's me at the observatory. I feel better with all these woods. Right. There's that bright copper coloured star, although I won't really show. It won't really show clear on this. I need to get an expensive camera for that. But this is me up at the observatory. I was hoping to get a bit more than that. I was hoping it would show up more on the camera, but see, I'm just walking along these corners and I don't know what's wrong with me. But I do feel a wee bit better than all the woods, you know. Let's see if we get the sign in. Yeah, Mills Observatory. So if you know what Mills Observatory looks like, then it's not really. It's a little bit. It's a scary looking building actually. That's to stop people climbing up it. That's what that there is. It's to stop people climbing up. Oh gosh, then I'm gonna go there. Seeing these shadows, it's what it is. It's the, you know, the railings. When I move the camera, the shadows move as well. You know what I mean? So, I'll turn this camera facing maybe. This is scary stuff, man. Scary stuff. Right. Let's see if we can put this on colour properly. This is mental. I shouldn't be doing this. When I do that, I cannot see a thing. I can hear stuff like it. I put the camera back in anyway. Right, it's no, it's still on colour. Back on infrared. Okay. Right, now I've done my bit, what I'm missing. I wanted to get up to Mills Observatory via the haunted footbridge. Now I've done half of it. I've got to Mills Observatory. Now I've got to get back down, going via the haunted bridge. So here goes to the return leg of the journey, and I can't wait to get back to the car. Although one thing I will say is, when in these situations, don't rush it. You know, don't panic, because if you do that, you just amplifies the fear factor by about tenfold, and when you panic, it does you no good, none whatsoever. So you just got to stay focused. There's no point in panicking, it won't get you anywhere. Well, by all means, you can be frightened, scared at my wits here, I'm not kidding, but there's no point in panicking. It's good to be scared because it keeps your guard up. Right, so that is all I could really show you of Mills Observatory. Let's just see, I'll go back again. There's that wee sort of security light thing. Let me see if I can pick that up. Gosh, the clouds are not half reflective. So that's just the security light on that's in there. Looks pretty haunted, doesn't it? I don't even want to say that word right now. Right. Now it's time to go back down through this trail again. I'll put this on colour for a minute. I don't know if that'll work actually. I was trying to do the light on the camera, but no, I'll just put it back in infrared. I think I'll just have to be, yeah, I'll just have to put it back. I was hoping that the flash on the camcorder would be enough to show the, you know, to try to get a colour video, but I hate this bit. It's because it's, I keep hearing these, what it is, it's just me standing on and my keys in my pocket. I can hear my clothes rustling about, you know, I keep thinking it's something behind me, but I don't know. Of course there is wildlife here as well. Gosh, I hate that. It's me squelching in my shoes. Right, so let's get back down here. Looking back every now and again just to make sure. But you've got to be sensible as well, though. You've got to be sure that there's nobody else, you know, with not very good intentions, like. So you really got to have your head screwed on if you're doing this. I mean, it's pretty daft doing it, really, if you're not sure of what you're doing. Besides ghosts and aliens and that, although they do exist, well, I believe in the supernatural, so I don't disbelieve it. You've still got to remember that there could be other people up here that have got other ideas other than to be maybe not very friendly ones, yeah, so you've got to be really careful. But for some reason that doesn't really, although that scares me, but it's the dark, you know, the haunted bridge, it really scares me, like, as well. Right. So that's just back to the bridge. That's the other way up. You could have went. There's like a path that goes up that way as well. Up, that leads up to the Mills Observatory. Right, no, this is the, you get that feeling, eh? You come across the bridge and your torch isn't really that good, so I don't really know what's ahead. And using the railing as a guide to every now and again I'll just keep a check on what's going on behind. You've seen the stuff reflecting off it, you know, it's the light reflecting off the right, let's just cross the bridge. No. I've seen enough of these, so it's, what you don't want to do is become complacent. You know, don't run away from anything you hear behind, because you're just going to trip, and what good's that going to do you? Trip and break a leg, you won't be running much further after that. You just got to this isn't the bridge, this is just an old ancient railing. Bugger. It's a bat. I tell you, you get pins and needles in the back here. You know, your hairs stand up when you get a fright like that. And you hear the leaves rustling about. It's because it's a really quiet night, eh? If it was windier it would have been a wee bit better, because it kind of drowns out the noise. So feeling a bit better now. I'll give myself a pat on the back, because not a thing I would normally do. I didn't think I could have done that. I guess because I've got a camera you get this sort of false sense of security. Whew. That's just back to the car. Oh, thank goodness. Right. Right, that'll do for now. Right. This is back to the car now. That was glad I'm back here. Yeah, I thought I would have chickened it there, actually. I thought I was only going to get as far as the bridge. But, no, I got right up to the observatory. And I got a better torch with us as well. This, it's the bike torch. So I used that for, you know, just a little bit more light. Because the other one wasn't that good. So I got this one instead. Just it's a bit more. It's a bike light, so it should be a lot further. It wasn't a much good, really. It was better, but it still wasn't a really great. But it was because the camcorder's got the infrared function on it. I was able to get the footage, but I still need a little bit of light for it to pick up. But if I didn't have that torch, then even the infrared, it's not a powerful enough camcorder on the infrared setting to pick anything up without a little bit of light. It's not a thermal camera. Well, the infrared is thermal, but it's not sensitive enough. So I need to have a little bit of additional light for it to function. But I'm glad I didn't actually see any ghosts. So, but in a way, well, we'll see what happens on the playback. I'm just glad to be back in the car. Yeah, it's scary. It's pretty, nerve-wracking. I will admit that. And I'm a fully grown adult at 45, and I'm telling you, I'm still terrified of it. But that's a good thing, because, as I say, to be frightened of the dark unknown is a sensible thing, because you've got to have you've got to respect it. You don't know what's out there. Like I said on the video, you don't know who's out there and what their intentions are. That'd be your first thing you're concerned. And of course, you don't want to trip and fall down any of the embankments. So you've got to be sensible of what you're doing. And of course, if you let your imagination run wild, then you know it's not going to be any good to you if you panic, because what good's that? You're going to run and then trip and maybe break a leg, and then you won't be running anywhere else. So, I mean, yeah, you just got to be. It's easier said than done, I'll tell you. But yeah, you've got to be sensible about it, and you're only just all we're doing is just walking from here up to Mills Observatory and back. That's all. Yeah, right. No, it's a bit more. No, I mean, I'm a believer in the supernatural, but playing with this wee torch here and try to get the lighting so you can actually see me, because it looks a bit dark on the car lights in when on the playback it doesn't come up very clear, so I try to get a little bit more light so you can actually see who I am. Anyway, no, quite enjoyed that. Still terrifying, but that was the second one. Round two, but that'll probably be enough. And I know I get in the habit of doing things like that, because saying that, I mean, if it's a clear night and I've got more expensive equipment, I could maybe pick somewhere. I won't disclose where yet. That'd be, I'm not going to say I'm going to turn up on my own to push that with expensive camera equipment. No, well, it's going to be, if I do get, not expensive, I can't afford expensive, but something a bit more sensitive to picking up night sky for stargazing and moon gazing, stuff like that. I could pick somewhere where there's no light pollution, because if you're doing it in the city, you've got all the lampposts and all that will just come up on your playback. So you want to get somewhere where it's pitch black, and then you've got nothing but the cosmic light, and then you'll get the better playback. But unfortunately, they say the equipment I've got isn't sensitive enough. So we may have to look into that. And then I could probably go somewhere. I might go up there again on a clear night, depending on how I feel. I might do it when it's a bit earlier, if it's a clear night. But then, of course, the Mills Observatory will be open anyway. Or, well, when things get back to normal, i.e. the lockdown, the phase, we're in phase 3, so whenever phase 4 will come, that'll be when Mills Observatory, I assume, will open. Although it doesn't open until the seasons, obviously, which is October to March. In the summer seasons, it's only open for the, just the visitor shop inside and inside stuff. You won't be doing much telescoping stuff in the summer months. That's not really properly open till the winter months, when it gets dark early, like 4 o'clock till 10 o'clock, and then the big telescope. It's an old telescope you can see like Mars and Saturn and that. It's worth a visit. But anyway, I'm so glad I'm back here. That was scary. Yeah, it really was. Good fun though, as well. So I hope you enjoyed that, and might do something like that again. See how I feel, see what happens. Right, thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye.